students, this is Mrs. Donahue from Lee Summit High School coming to you from my home library. And in this video, I wanted to tell you a little bit about a book that I think you would enjoy called Patron Saints of Nothing by Randy Rebay. This is the same book as the author of After the Shot Drops. And so I had read that one, which is a gateway for the coming school year, a while back and loved it. So I knew that I wanted to check out his newest book, and it did not disappoint. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Patron Saints of Nothing is about Jay, who is entering the summer of his senior year, and things are really going pretty well for Jay. He's been accepted to the University of Michigan in the fall. Jay has, some good friends. He gets along with his parents, and so he's looking forward to the summer, just kind of enjoying himself and relaxing before he goes off to college. However, Jay's family gets news from the Philippines, which is where his father grew up, about their family that kind of, throws everything off balance for Jay. And so his father hears that Jay's cousin June has died at the age of 17. Very unexpectedly. And Jay and June were once very close when they were growing up, but then they lost touch, didn't communicate as much. But when Jay hears about this, he is just devastated. He's even more devastated and confused when his father tells him that June's family, Jay's uncle, his dad's brother, is not having a funeral for his son, and he says that June died of a drug overdose, that he fell into a life of drugs, and that is what ultimately resulted in his death as a young person. Jay doesn't think that that could be right because he remembers back to, June and his relationship growing up, and he doesn't think that June would have made choices like that. That's just not the cousin that he knew. And so he starts to kind of look into some things going on in the Philippines, and he starts to read some news stories about the president of the Philippines and this war on drugs that he has championed. And he starts to read that a lot of people think that young people in particular are being swept up by the police for being involved in the drug trade. And, they are being punished without having a fair trial. They're being accused of things that there's maybe not a lot of evidence of. And some people even think that these young people are, being executed by the government in the name of the war on drugs without a lot of evidence against them. So Jay wonders if his cousin June may have gotten caught up in something like that, and he feels like he needs to know. He feels like he needs to go to the Philippines and figure out what really happened to his cousin. And so that is where the story really gets interesting. And I thought it was a great book, so I hope you will look for it on Lee Summit Overdrive or on Mid-Continent Public Library Overdrive and check it out today.